It's the Linemakers on Sporting News, brought to you by Jack Daniels.
We're going to kick off the NFL season and give you a little odds-making 101 class. We get it going Wednesday night. Dallas at New York. The defending Super Bowl champion New York Giants opened as 3-point favorites, the total on the game of 47. But the professional money came in on the Giants, bumped the game up to 4. And it may come back down to 3 because Dallas is a very public team. Now that's what the odds makers are all about, trying to generate two-way action. How do you land on the number of 3? Odds makers will come up with power ratings, and a very simple formula would be give the home team at least a 3-point edge for being home. If the Giants were sent out a 3-point favorite, in essence, the odds makers are telling you these two teams on a neutral field are virtually even. To enhance what power ratings are all about and be specific to this particular game, we're fortunate to have one of the top odds makers on the globe as part of the team of the line makers. Kenny White, responsible for making the opening number in Nevada for so many years with the line makers. This is the kind of information you're going to get all season long at the Line Makers on Sporting News. Kenny White with his power ratings on the Cowboys and the Giants.
Hey, thanks, Brian. You know what? The over and under for rounds on you and Richie B is only 1.5. I know both you guys can talk for 4.5 minutes, but I doubt if you can keep your arms up. Now the Cowboys and the Giants. Last year, the beginning of the year, both teams started out at a 96 power rating. These are my power ratings we're talking about. 3 hours on each team. I spent 6 hours and they came out the same, but you have to do the work at the beginning of the year. The Giants were beaten up in the middle of the year with injuries. Their rating dropped to as low as 94. Once everyone got healthy and this team really started playing well, they finished at a 98.5 rating. Now the Cowboys rating stayed pretty even most of the year at a 96. When DeMarco Murray went down with an injury in week 14, I dropped him 1.5 points to a 94.5. Giants were the much better football team. They went on to win. If role reversal this year happens, injuries strike the Giants late in the season and the Cowboys are healthy, it could be a completely different story. Both teams, again, rate out very similar to 96 rating this year. That means 3-point home field advantage for the Giants. They're a 3-point favorite in the game. There is revenge for the Cowboys, but you know what? How much is revenge worth? First game of the year, the Giants want to win it as bad as the Cowboys. I'm kind of surprised, though, that the number has gone up to 4. I think we're going to see this drop at game time down to 3.5 and maybe even 3.
Editorial and video content for all pro and key college football games, along with major sporting events, available weekly from the Linemakers on Sporting News. Brought to you by Jack Daniels. Your friends at Jack Daniels remind you to please drink responsibly.